Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Gunmala Kapoor with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon countrymen not to panic and take precautions to stay away from novel corona infection. 13 fresh cases of novel coronavirus reported in the country, taking tally of positive cases to 73. External Affairs Ministry advises Indians to stay put wherever they are and travel only under compelling reasons. Home Minister Amit Shah assures people that those who conspired for the riots, irrespective of religion and party, will not be spared. Parliament passes Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill 2020. And in cricket, first ODI match between India and South Africa abandoned in Dharamsala due to incessant rain. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has called upon his countrymen not to panic and to take precautions to stay away from the COVID-19 novel coronavirus infection. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said, "The government is fully vigilant about the situation." Mr. Modi said no union minister will travel abroad in the upcoming days and also urged countrymen to also avoid non-essential travel. The Prime Minister said, "We can break the chain of spread and ensure the safety of all by avoiding large gatherings." He said multiple steps have been proactively taken to ensure the safety of all across ministries and states. He said these steps are wide-ranging, from suspension of visas to augmenting healthcare capacities. Union Health Minister Harsh Vardhan today informed the Lok Sabha about the various steps taken by the government on containing the spread of the coronavirus. Participating in the discussion on the issue, he said that initially passengers coming from abroad were screened at 7 major airports in the country, and now they are being screened at 30 airports and all passengers are screened in detail. The minister also said that things are under control and sought the cooperation of the ministers in mitigating the panic.
We need your cooperation और हम ये भी चाहते हैं कि आप सबकी मदद से आपके क्षेत्रों में जहाँ कहीं भी गैदरिंग्स वगैरह हो रही हैं उनको आप अगर डिस्करेज करेंगे, अपना एक लाउड एंड क्लियर मैसेज आप देंगे, सिर्फ अपने क्षेत्रों में लोगों को अच्छी तरह से एजुकेट करने का मूवमेंट क्रिएट करना है, बिकॉज आपको जबरदस्ती कोरोना वायरस नहीं नुकसान पहुंचा सकता अगर आपने अपने आप को सेल्फ प्रोटेक्ट करने का मैकेनिज्म समझ लिया.
The union government today confirmed that 13 fresh cases of novel coronavirus have been reported in the country, taking the tally of positive cases to 73. Briefing media in New Delhi this evening, Joint Secretary in the Health Ministry, Love Agrawal, said India has taken preventive measures to contain the spread of the coronavirus and that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is continuously monitoring the situation.
On the directions of Prime Minister, a high-level group of ministries was also constituted to constantly monitor the situation and evaluate preparedness and formulate measures regarding management of COVID-19 in the country. The group of ministers has met 6 times so far, guiding, reviewing and monitoring the situation. On recommendation of this group of ministers, several advisories were issued, including those on restricting travel to control the import of COVID-19 from other affected countries, self-quarantine measures and suspension of visas.
Mr. Agrawal said the safety and welfare of Indians living abroad is the topmost priority of the government and that 948 passengers, 900 Indians and 48 foreign nationals have been evacuated so far. Talking about Indians stranded in Iran due to the corona pandemic, Joint Secretary in the Civil Aviation Ministry, Rubina Ali, said 150 to 300 Indians are still to be evacuated from Iran and that this will be done in 2 phases. The External Affairs Ministry today said the government's immediate concern is to contain and control COVID-19. The ministry has advised Indians to stay put wherever they are and to travel only under compelling reasons. Briefing media in New Delhi this afternoon, Additional Secretary in the ministry, Dhammu Ravi, said there is no need to panic and the situation is under control. Responding to questions about the IPL and other sporting events, Mr. Ravi said, "It is advisable not to hold any such events at this time, but it is the decision of the organizers." External Affairs Ministry spokesman Ravish Kumar said, the government has received requests from 4 countries for assistance in arranging for protective gear and that the government is processing this request. These countries are Bhutan, Iran and the Maldives. Earlier, such a request was received from China and a package was sent. The Delhi government has announced that all cinema halls located in the national capital will remain closed till the 31st of this month in view of the increasing cases of novel coronavirus. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced this after meeting Delhi Lieutenant Governor Anil Baijal. Mr. Kejriwal also said that schools and colleges where examinations are not being held will also remain closed till the end of this month. He said disinfecting all public places, including government and private offices and shopping malls, has been made compulsory. The city government has also declared the coronavirus an epidemic. Rashtrapati Bhavan will remain closed for tourist visits from tomorrow until further notice as a precautionary measure against the spread of COVID-19 novel coronavirus. Besides this, the Rashtrapati Bhavan Museum Complex and the Change of Guard ceremony will also not be open to public until further notice. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. Home Minister Amit Shah said the government believes in the principle of bringing every culprit of the Delhi violence to justice and that no one would be spared irrespective of their religion and party. He was replying to the discussion in the Rajya Sabha today over the recent law and order situation in the national capital. Expressing deep grief over the loss of human life and damage to property, Mr. Shah said the strong measures taken by the Delhi police and the central government will ensure that no such instance is repeated by the messengers of hate.
जो मर गए हैं उनके परिवारों के नुकसान की भरपाई मैं नहीं कर सकता, मगर मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूं, जिनके घर जले हैं, दुकानें जली है, जिनके शरीर को ईजा आई है और जिनके परिवारों की जान चली गई है, आप इतना भरोसा रखना एक भी दंगाई छूट न पाए, किसी भी धर्म, किसी भी जाति, किसी भी पार्टी का, इसका हम भरोसा करें.
Mr. Shah alleged that the opposition party's campaign of spreading mistrust over CAA flared up the agitations. Referring to a speech made by Congress President Sonia Gandhi on Ramlila ground in December last year, Mr. Shah said the protests in Shaheen Bagh showed up the next day on her call to start a decisive fight. He said the first instance of violence surfaced on the 24th afternoon last month, whereas the last instance was reported on the night of the 25th. The minister informed that more than 700 FIRs have been registered and over 2,500 people have been arrested in cases related to the violence. He said in addition to the 2 special investigation teams already probing the cases, 1 more SIT will be formed under the supervision of an Inspector General level officer to complete the inquiry in all the registered cases. Reiterating his stand, Mr. Shah said CAA is an act which is meant to give citizenship and not to take it away. He said that no document will be asked for even for the NPR by the enumerators. Mr. Shah also urged every political party to refrain from spreading misinformation to avert such situations. Earlier, Congress leader Anand Sharma demanded an inquiry by a judicial commission in the matter. Derek O'Brien of the Trinamool Congress emphasized the need for deep reconciliation. Members from the Aam Aadmi Party, CPM, DMK, MDMK and BJD were amongst the others who also participated in the discussion. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill 2020 has been passed by Parliament, with the Rajya Sabha giving its nod today. It was already passed by the Lok Sabha earlier. Replying to the discussion, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that the current government is both responsive and committed on delivering on its promises in tune with the changing times. She said the amendments brought in by the government are a mechanism to incorporate viable changes in the legislation. The minister said that as on the 1st of January this year, from around 43,000 cases disposed of by the National Company Law Tribunal, nearly 15,000 cases were resolved based on the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code.
Various amendments and the various ordinances which are coming through, in keeping with the requirement of the time, are very much in spirit and letter and spirit of what the Supreme Court says. So not only are we responsive, not only are we trying to keep in tune and in sync with the times, but we are also understanding the letter and spirit with which Supreme Court passes its verdict and carry it forward further to legislate and come up with such acts which can be meaningful for resolution process.
Parliament gave its approval to the Mineral Laws Amendment Bill 2020, with the Rajya Sabha adopting the same today. The bill was passed by the Lok Sabha last week. Reiterating Prime Minister Narendra Modi's thought of minimum government, maximum governance, Mines Minister Prahlad Joshi, in his reply to the debate, said the bill will curtail the time lag in operationalization of coal blocks even after their allocation. In Madhya Pradesh, the BJP said it will seek a floor test on the 16th of March in the wake of resignation of 22 Congress MLAs in the state. BJP leader Narottam Mishra told reporters in Bhopal today that since the Congress government is in a minority, they are going to request the governor and the Assembly Speaker for a floor test when the state budget session begins. Former Chief Minister and Congress veteran Digvijay Singh said that a floor test cannot take place as the resignations submitted by 19 MLAs have not been accepted. He was talking to media persons in Bhopal after filing his nomination for the Rajya Sabha election. Meanwhile, State Assembly Speaker N.P. Prajapati has issued notices to 22 Congress MLAs who have resigned, asking them to appear before him by Friday and to clarify their position. On the other hand, BJP leaders and workers gave a rousing welcome to Jyotiraditya Scindia, who arrived in the state capital today after quitting the Congress and joining the BJP. He will file his nomination for the Rajya Sabha election tomorrow. Malnourishment is one of the biggest health issues in India, which can complicate the health of a young child. Under the Pradhan Mantri Poshan Abhiyan, malnourished children are given nutritional rehabilitation with an aim to make a healthy nation. More from our Sikkim correspondent.
In Manipur, State Social Welfare Department, in collaboration with Health Department, has set up a Nutrition Rehabilitation Center NRC at Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences in Imphal. Children below the age of 5 identified as severe acute malnutrition and moderate acute malnutrition under the criteria of World Health Organization are enrolled and given nutrition and diet until they gain appropriate weight and proper treatment of any chronic disease. Manipur State Nodal Officer for Poshan Abhiyan and Joint Director State Social Welfare Department, Shri Banti Konthujan, said that the department has initiated a special drive to identify children having malnourishment conditions and enroll them to NRC for nutrition and rehabilitation.
Because of Poshan Abhiyan, we are able to trace out the case of Sham or Mam, then give proper treatment so that this kind of problem of this malnourishment, as envisaged by the Ministry of Women and Child Development, can be fulfilled.
State NRC was established in 2018. This is JJ Thoksom from Imphal for AIR News.
Posting the biggest single-day fall in absolute terms for the second time in 3 sessions, domestic benchmark indices nosedived about 8% today amidst a rout in global markets on coronavirus concerns. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange plummeted 2,919 points to close at a 2-year low of 32,778. The Nifty crashed 868 points to end at a 32-month low of 9,590. The first one-day international match between India and South Africa was abandoned today in Dharamshala without a ball being bowled due to incessant rain. The Indian team, led by Virat Kohli, will now take on the Quinton de Kock-led South Africa in the second ODI in Lucknow on the 15th of March. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi calls upon countrymen not to panic and take precautions to stay away from novel coronavirus infection. 13 fresh cases of novel coronavirus reported in the country, taking the tally of positive cases to 73. External Affairs Ministry advises Indians to stay put wherever they are and to travel only under compelling reasons. Home Minister Amit Shah assures people that those who conspired for the riots, irrespective of religion and party, will not be spared. Parliament passes Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill 2020. And in cricket, first ODI match between India and South Africa abandoned in Dharamshala due to incessant rain. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.